everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Dominique. Today I have another Woolworths grocery haul. Last week I did a Coles grocery haul, just wanted to change it up a little bit. So I'm thinking of doing a Coles shop at least once a month now because I really like, you know, going here and there and picking up the specials like I do with Aldi as well. But, you know, I definitely do need to incorporate Coles into my shop at least once a month. As long as I'm not paying for delivery through Coles, I'm happy to use Coles because I do pay a subscription through Woolworths, which I do need to change into a yearly subscription, which I keep forgetting. But yeah, I do want to, you know, I don't want to have to pay for delivery through Coles and Woolworths for the week that I'm missing through Woolworths, if you know what I mean. So last week was Coles, this week is Woolworths. It hasn't come yet, so I just thought I'd run through our meal planner with you. I did drop into Aldi a few nights ago. Sorry everyone, I've got a bit of a cold again. My kids have brought me back another flu, but they haven't got the flu this time or a cold or anything like that. I'm the only one that's got it. So I did have about 2 weeks where I recovered from the last one we had, and I've started getting like a sore throat again. So yeah, sorry, I might be a bit croaky, but yeah, so I've got my meal planner sorted for the week. It's really difficult every week to think of what you're gonna have with your family. I understand that, it's not easy. Like it's something that you've really got to make yourself do, is to sit down prior to shopping and just write yourself a grocery list and a meal plan. A grocery list and a meal planner of the things you need. Check out what you've already got at home in your freezers and things like that. But it does become very, very monotonous. I know it's not easy. It's something that is just one of those things that you have to try and incorporate what everyone likes, you know, in your family. Try and make a meal out of it that everyone's going to want for that night. Try and pick up the ingredients at a cheap price. It's definitely a challenging time, but we're all in this together. And yeah, it's just a thing that we have to do every week. We've got shopping and meal planning on top of everything else that we've got to do around the house, I guess, and work and kids and everything. But so the meal planner today is sort of just sort of going around what I picked up from Aldi the other day. So I'll run through the meal planner first. So we've got some, I've picked up some blade steak from Aldi, which I'll show you. We're gonna have a slow cooked blade steak chili con carne. I've got some fresh beans from Woolworths as well, which I'm really loving the fresh beans at the moment, and my youngest loves them. So I'm happy if he eats any sort of greens, then I'll just keep getting that for him. But yeah, I've got fresh beans, and we're just gonna make a really big chili con carne, mild for the kids and hot for us. And we're probably gonna have some left over for freezing, so I'm happy with that, and make some rice on the side. I bought a big chicken, or hopefully it'll be a big chicken when it comes, and I'm gonna make a chicken roast. We've got potatoes, I've got fresh spinach I need to get through in there. Sorry, that light's not on, let me turn the light on. Sorry, I think that will probably make a big difference. I've got fresh spinach in the garden, and we just wanna sort of use it up now with lettuce and the spinach and bring through the other plants that we've got. So yeah, we're gonna have that with this chicken. And then with a leftover chicken, we're going to have a chicken salad, just a cold chicken salad the night after we have that. My youngest absolutely loves tuna cakes and salmon and sardines and all that sort of thing. So I'm gonna make him some tuna cakes because he keeps asking me if he can just eat that big can of tuna. I said, no darling, you can't eat the big can because we're gonna make a meal out of it. Well, make me some tuna cakes. Okay, I'll make some tuna cakes. So I'm gonna make that, even though sometimes I find them, they take such a long time to cook if you don't like make the potato prior to it. Like if I don't make the potato the night before, they either fall apart or it just makes it a big catastrophe of a mess when I'm making them. And dead potatoes are really good for tuna cakes, but I don't have any of that. Okay, another night we're gonna have pan-seared steak with fresh garlic bread. I'm just gonna make a loaf of bread in the bread maker and turn it into like a garlic bread. And yeah, it just makes some really nice steak. My husband really knows how to cook it really well with butter and things like that. I'm not a very big steak cooker. I like to eat it, but I don't know how to cook it very well. And then to sort of cleanse ourselves for the week, I'm gonna make a vegetable soup. I've ordered some celery from Woolworths, and I have been cutting the base off it and growing it. It's growing really well because it's been so expensive. I think this week I paid $5 for the celery. So I'm gonna make a big vegetable soup. I've got fresh parsley, we've got carrots, everything I can find. I've got barley and lentils, and it's all gonna go in. And then tonight is Friday night, and we're gonna have hot dogs with sauerkraut and fried onion. The sauerkraut that I use is from Aldi. About a month ago, I bought 2 jars of this. I bought the red one, and the red one was delicious. It's got the apple in it and the sauerkraut and the cabbage, but this one's just the wine sauerkraut. So I'm gonna have that tonight with hot dogs, fried onion, we've got a mixture of sauces like mustards and chili sauces and things like that, and the kids will just relax because my oldest is out today with a big sporting event in the community, so he's going to be hungry and tired, and it's just going to be, yep, come home, take your shoes off, have a shower, and we're just going to have hot dogs and watch movies tonight. No cooking. I just need a night off cooking, and I still am cooking, but it's just a night from not making big meals. So hot dog night tonight. So talking about meal planning and things like that, the best things to do is obviously everyone knows, is to hop online and have a look at recipes. That's probably the easiest way nowadays if you don't have any recipe books like taste.com.au, all those recipe companies. Have a good look on there and see if there's anything that will interest you when you're meal planning. I've been starting to go back to my old cookbooks, my mum's old cookbooks, some of my mum's old recipes, and finding things that are old recipes that are more balanced. I'm trying to get out of the vision of making these elaborate meals and restaurant quality meals for my family, because that's sort of something that's in our faces a lot lately, is trying to cook meals that are sort of beyond us and complicated, and you know, we're not chefs or anything like that. It's very easy to start thinking, oh, I'm gonna, you know, make up this meal and, you know, incorporate this into it, and next thing it just makes it into a real struggle and a real stress on you cooking for your family. So I go back to the old recipe books now and try and just get a balance there, make it basic and simple, healthy. Back in the days, they used to have more vegetables, less meat, and I don't think there was, you know, as complicated. It's just less complication when it comes to meals. When I look at recipe books or recipes online, if I see ingredients and a method that's that long, I just don't even look at it anymore. You know, there was a time there when I had my first child, and I was pretty much making like big lasagnas and things like this after about a week out of coming home from hospital. My mum just said, why are you making like big lasagnas? Just make like some mince on toast, or just make something easy, some sausages or something. Don't put the pressure on yourself to cook big meals when you've already got enough to do. So you definitely have a look online for recipes, have a look at the recipe books. You know, maybe try and incorporate recipes or make up some recipes yourself, which I do. I call these concoctions. Sometimes they don't work out, but sometimes they do. And if they do work out, write it down. And because if you don't write it down, you'll forget it. But I always do that. We are a family of making up concoctions. And like I said, sometimes they don't work, but sometimes they do. So when it comes to meal planning, we are all in this together. It's not easy. It's something we all have to do every day. And it's just constantly on your mind, like, what are you going to have for dinner? Like, you've had dinner and then you're thinking at night time, what am I going to have for dinner tomorrow night? Before you have a family, you never ever thought about meal planning as such. And now it's like a lifestyle. Meal planning is definitely a lifestyle. And especially if you've got children or husbands or partners or whatever that don't like certain meals that you want to eat or you want to cook. You know, there's like my family are now got this running joke that they think they have spaghetti every night. They have spaghetti probably once a fortnight, but you know, if I say we're going to have spaghetti, they're like, oh, not spaghetti again. I said, we don't have spaghetti that many times. It might be once every fortnight or once every 3 weeks, but they have this thing that they have spaghetti all the time. But yeah, I guess it's because it's easy sometimes to make as well. But I'm going to show you some of the meats I got from Aldi this week. So, went to Aldi and we got some hot dogs for dinner tonight. Alright, I'll turn you over. Alright, a little bit of an Aldi haul here with meat. Okay, so we've got the blade steak here. Now this is the one we're going to make with the chili con carne. Yeah, as you can see, there's a lot of steak there. So we will definitely be cooking that up probably in the slow cooker, and I will be freezing some of that because there's a lot of meat there. A lot of meat, and you can put heaps of vegetables with it, heaps of rice and beans. I'm probably going to put beans in my share and freeze it. Okay, so we've got here So the blade steak from Aldi, which I'll have to add to my weekly price, like weekly costings at the end of the other grocery haul. But this was $13.97 for all that steak. So that's pretty good. It was $16.99 a kilo. So Aldi has got, you know, some pretty good prices with meats. I've got the beef porterhouse steak. My husband's really good at cooking steak, me not so much. So I'm not going to touch this because I'll wreck it. He puts it in the oven sometimes. He fries it in butter. He's just got a knack when it comes to cooking steaks, and even like picking steaks. He picked this one out. But me, I'm not so much so into cooking it. I'd rather him cook it because I know, you know, it won't be overcooked, because that's what I do with steak. I overcook it like I do with lots of things. Okay, I've got the hot dogs for tonight for dinner, and I've showed you the sauerkraut. And we did pick up just some chicken thigh, just the bulk chicken thigh. We're probably going to marinate. That'll probably be for next week. We got to the 14th of the 9th on that, so that might even that'll end up in the freezer. So I just picked up a little bit of meat because it's just a little bit cheaper at Aldi. Aldi's not too far from me, so I am trying to go once a week to have a look at the meats and some of the specials on the vegetables and fruits as well, because, you know, everything's just going up in price. Just put my tripod, I just put the leg of my tripod in my cup of tea, so I'm going to have to make another cup of tea because that definitely isn't hygienic. So it's basically all about running around and trying to find prices and cheap prices on meats and vegetables, and sometimes it's good to do that, and other times you end up spending money on other things. Like basically when we went to Aldi the other night, I ended up spending more money, just not on the meat, but we had to get this. So the kids wanted this while we were there. It was down to $3.15. But little things like this, I think, well, you know, we go out of our way to go and try and save money on things at the shops, and then you end up buying this. And I think it was a packet of ice cream, so it's just like a paint by numbers sort of thing, or it's just paint by numbers. But yeah, so, and then we ended up buying some ice creams as well. So pretty much by the time I added it all up, it probably would have been just worth me buying my meat from Woolworths. But, you know, that's what it's like when we shop with kids. So talking about old recipes and old cookbooks and things like that, I'm going to cook this week a rhubarb and cream, or rhubarb and ice cream. It's just something my mum used to always cook me when I was younger. I absolutely love rhubarb, and I still love it today. She cooks it a lot better than I do. And I haven't cooked it in a while because my husband doesn't like it, and I'm not sure about the kids. But it's really good for you, and I want them to have it. I want them to try it anyway. So pop me a message below. Tell me whether or not you're a person that likes rhubarb, if you've grown up having rhubarb. I think it's rhubarb and custard, or rhubarb and ice cream, or anything like that. Rhubarb and creamy rice, that's something nice as well. It's just very nostalgic, I think. I really love rhubarb, but I bought a bunch in the grocery haul this week, so we'll be definitely having that for a dessert this week. Anyway, so that's my meal planner this week. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it's given you some ideas for your family. I know we all need some ideas. Please pop me a comment below and give me some ideas, because I always need them too. You know, like, I get a lot of comments from you all, and I love that you share things with me, because I do take them on board and it helps me out as well. So please pop me a comment. Tell me some of the meals that you're having. Maybe I can incorporate that into my meal planners as well. We definitely all need help when it comes to meal planning. Like I said, we're all in this together. It's not easy. It's not easy to think up things for dinner, for lunches. School holidays are coming up, and the kids are just going to be non-stop eating all day, cooking, washing up. So I'll stop talking now, and we'll go and have a look at the groceries that I picked up from Woolworths for our family of 4 this week. So here's the groceries from Woolworths. Let's have a look at what I got this week. Okay, so we've run low on toilet paper again. We just go through it really quickly in our house. So I just picked up some of the cheaper brand one over there. I think it's around about $4.50 or something for 12 rolls. So I also picked up some Sultana brand as well. These were on special, so I got 2 boxes because my family really love this. They really like Sultana brand. And we ended up getting a lot of tuna this week. As you can see, I got some lemon pepper, I got some smoked flavored one, and I got sweet chili, and what's that one? And I also got some extra virgin olive oil blend. Just the 12 pack of Yoplait yogurt this week. I just picked up a little travel brush. I really like the idea of the size of it, and I'm just going to pop that into my like travel bag. So I just wanted to pick up one of them. I also got the kids some more hair gel. I went in the bathroom the other day, and this usually lasts me about 3 months. It's really cheap anyway, so it's not expensive. But they'd used pretty much the whole bucket of it, because they've been doing their hair themselves lately because they want to do it. They're independent now, so yeah, so I ended up having to get another one of these, but these are still $2 and I like it. It's easy, it sticks all day to their hair, it styles it, so yeah, pretty good. So I got some of these jellies. My kids really like these. We just trialed them last week. I got the Coles ones, I think. So I got tropical jelly this time, and I also just got the raspberry one. I like them too. I thought they were really good. I got some Cheezel Puffs. These were on special, and I like putting them into their lunch boxes occasionally. They're just like a, you know, just like a Cheezel sort of a chip. I got some dairy milk chocolate because I cannot go past buying a block of chocolate a week. We're just addicted to it. Paracetamol. I got some cheese and onion thins just for movies. Probably have a movie night tonight. I got some Heinz spaghetti. I think this was about $1.50 a can this week. This is only 300 grams, but I think that's all we need sometimes. I find that I waste a can if I have anything bigger. So it's a perfect size really for us. Okay, I've picked up a bottle of vegetable oil because I think last video I was saying how I'd run out of oil and I had to get olive oil, but I really need to get a bottle of either canola oil or vegetable oil. My kids are wanting some like deep fried chips, so I bought a bottle of that. We don't really eat a lot of vegetable oil, but I like to have it for homemade chips occasionally. Okay, now just before in my meal planner I was talking about like the soups I was making and the rhubarb that I was going to be making for dessert. So I did get some rhubarb here. I got a big bunch of rhubarb. It's been a long time since I've had this. I'm going to cook that up. I might even film, you know, how I cook it and what I'm going to put with it. I also got the celery for the soup, and like I said, every time I get a celery now I'm going to chop off the base of it and put it in the garden, and I've already got 2 out there growing, and they're growing really well. So it's one of those things that just keeps on producing. And the zucchinis weren't a bad price this week, so I got a 750 gram like odd bunch bag of them. We got some of the cabbage, and this I think it was about $3. So I got some cabbage. I might even put that with the baked dinner as well. So the vegetables have been so dear lately. We haven't had cabbage in a long time. So I picked up some cabbage, and I also grabbed a beetroot. I try and get them at least once a week or once a fortnight. I always have that baked or grated, but it goes a long way, and this one's quite big. They're usually about $1.50 each. You know, they're beautiful in the oven and really sweet. They just even taste like candy. They're a really beautiful vegetable to put in the oven and bake. I got 2 avocados because our family love avocados. Mind you, I haven't had many avocados lately. The kids sort of get them before I do. Now I've got heaps of mandarins because we go through these really quickly. My husband's been eating them lately, the kids, me, we just really like them. I've got some carrots and I bought some beanettes. Really like the taste of the beans at the moment, and the kids really like them. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep buying them as long as they're eating them while I'm on a good wicket there. Okay, I got some bananas. These are pretty expensive still. I got a pawpaw, really good price this week. So I got 2 punnets there. I did get 14 litres of milk this week. The rest is outside in my fridge in the garage. I managed to get some eggs, so I got some free range eggs there and some chicken breast fillets. And I also got the chicken for the roast that we're going to be having one night this week. So it's pretty decent size. It was $3.50 a kilo, and it's nearly a 2 kilo chicken. So we're definitely going to get leftovers from that, which is a good thing, because you just never know. Like the lamb I bought last week was pretty tiny, and we didn't really get any leftovers. We had a little bit left over, but not a lot. So it's really good. It's a bonus if you can get like a chicken for $8.85 for a family of 4 and get 2 decent meals out of it. Okay, I got some sliced Devon. I got 2 things of sliced Devon. My youngest likes Devon. And some Hungarian salami for my oldest boy. Got some more butter croissants because these are a good thing in the morning for breakfast, because they've usually had like cereal during the week and toast and just something different. And I just pop these in the air fryer for myself, for all of us on a Saturday morning, and it's just easy. We've had our brekkie, and I just have them plain. Okay, I've also got a pack of Energizer batteries. These were on special this week. You know, they're pretty expensive batteries. The kids are always using batteries, and I do have chargeable ones, but when they run low, they want more batteries. So yeah, I need batteries. Every house needs them. So yeah, so that was the Energizer, and they were on special this week. Okay, I picked up a shower curtain because the one we've got in our shower is it's due for a change. I like the blue and the white. Sometimes they do like an assorted colour ones and you don't know what you're going to get in the delivery. But I'm happy with that colour. That's the one they showed me online when I was purchasing it. So it was, yeah, it's nice. It'll go well with our bathroom. I've also got some country wholemeal bread and just 2 loaves of white bread for the kids as well. So I'm trying to eat a lot more wholemeal bread because I find it's just not that filling, the white bread, but the kids like it. I will also put it up on the screen, the total of the groceries, and I also will, you know, add in the meats and things that I bought from Aldi this week as well. So we're gonna make some roast this week, make some soup, some rhubarb. I might even make custard with it. I think rhubarb and custard is really nice. I'll try and film that, but I love custard with rhubarb, I think the best. But I have got custard and cream, so I might even have both. Yeah, so that's it. So I better go and put all these groceries away now and pop a movie on for the kids for tonight. And thank you everyone for watching today. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you soon for my next ones. Thanks everyone. Bye. I don't think that I'm being that selfish right now. You said yourself you'd be breaking every vow.